Hello everyone, welcome to another Christmas movie review. This one's gonna be a bit of a repeat. I'm pretty sure we talked about this one before, but we got Elf here from 2003. Yeah, 2003. Um, a classic. I'm just gonna be shocked if you haven't seen this by now. It's probably one of the best Christmas movies like to ever exist, ever. I think Home Alone is up there. The Nightmare Before Christmas, yeah, I'd say that's a Christmas movie. Die Hard, yeah. There's a lot of great ones. Elf is one of the best, simply because of Will Ferrell as Buddy the Elf. One of the best characters he's played, and like just in general, in my opinion. Um, this, it's just a perfect movie. The pacing's great. Every scene is awesome. Like every joke lands. Every character makes an impact. Like everyone's cast perfectly. Even the director gets a cameo. Like it's all great. I do have notes here because I had to write down a lot of the cast because there's so many people in this. But let's see. I already mentioned Will Ferrell. He's the main, obviously the main, um, you know, character. Buddy the Elf. Um, and we have James Caan as Walter Hobbs, who is, spoiler alert, Buddy's dad. That's like the whole like premise is that Buddy's trying to find his actual father. Since he was raised in the North Pole, he doesn't really know his true family. Like obviously Santa and the elves are technically his family, but he doesn't know his true father. And so that's like what his main goal is to get to New York so that he can find his dad. And so um, James Caan plays Walter. He's very serious at first. He gradually grows to becoming a more likable character. Um, Especially in the beginning, he hates Buddy. He just wants him to be thrown out into the snow. And his wife Emily, played by Mary Steenburgen, she eventually convinces him that yeah, we can give this guy a chance, and they do, and they take a chance on Buddy, and well, they eventually end up liking him and adopting him. And we have a bunch of other characters. We have Daniel Tay, who plays the son Michael, who is the youngest and the youngest cast member. And his scenes with Buddy are particularly great, especially the snowball fight sequence, which was awesome. And then the dinner scene, well, especially the burp scene, that's great too. Um, I do want to mention some other characters here. We have Bob Newhart, who plays Papa Elf. He's probably one of the best like supporting actors in this. He plays Buddy's like not biological dad, but his adopted dad in the North Pole. So he's like the leader of all the elves. He's like the second only to Santa, and he's pretty great. All the scenes with him are great. Very very great performance. A little bit underrated. I would say he's probably one of the best parts. Whenever he's interacting with Buddy, especially in the beginning, a lot of great stuff in the beginning with him. Um, Ed Asner plays Santa Claus, which is great. He doesn't get a whole lot of screen time, but especially at the beginning, where the North Pole stuff, all of that is great. He's almost like a cynical Santa. Like he's not the Santa that you're used to. He's very grouchy, but likable, and that's pretty. It's pretty fun. You know what I'm talking about if you've seen it. He's a lot of his interactions with Buddy are hilarious. Again, especially at the beginning. So he does show up again near the end. So that's great. And lastly, we have pretty much lastly, Peter Dinklage gets a couple great scenes as Miles Finch, the famous children's writer, and he doesn't get a lot of screen time, but the time he is on screen is really great. The first scene is when he's being called in he's kind of being flown in to discuss a book that they're trying to write for Christmas, and then Walter, he's trying to get him to come down to New York to discuss a pitch for a book, And then the other scene, everyone knows the scene. It's the one where Buddy is in the office room with the long table, and it's the angry elf scene. You all know the scene. I'm not gonna explain it. You know what I'm talking about. That whole bit is the best, one of the best parts. Lastly, my favorite character in the movie, I think her name is Jovi. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And she's played by Zoe Deschanel. And she's very underrated. She actually steals the movie for me. I actually really love when she's on screen, and her chemistry with Will Ferrell is just, it's electric. You can see they instantly like each other and they're familiar. It's almost like they're actually in love. It's just really great. Especially at the beginning where she's like, "Please stop talking to me," and then the shower scene, and it's just amazing. Like a lot of the stuff she does is just really wonderful. She's my favorite in the movie. Not Buddy, surprisingly, but he steals the show too. Um, there's so many wonderful scenes, like the Central Park chase at the end, or the when Buddy's at Gimbals, the toy store, and he's building all the whole. He's spent all night building the entire Christmas decoration display overnight. Shout out to the Lego stuff. You probably you know I'm a big Lego fan, so that stuff was great. It was also kind of heartbreaking when the buildings got destroyed, but it was still nice. A shout out to, hold on, let me see if I can. I forgot to mention Faison Love. That's a cool name. He played the manager of Gimbals, and he's probably one of my favorite parts of this. Like whenever he's on the screen, I love it. He's so funny. He's very underrated. I wish he got more screen time. He's like the one who says, "There's no singing at the North Pole." He's that guy from the store. You probably know who I'm talking about. He's amazing. I wish he had more screen time, but I understand it's a big ensemble, so you're not gonna get that. But also, Jon Favreau, the director, he shows up in one scene when Buddy is getting his finger pricked. He's the doctor in the office, so that's great to see him pop up. It's just a really wonderful movie. Like I love every scene where it's the beginning with the stop motion with the like the penguins and the snowman. That is all wonderful. I love animation in general, so really that is a really great touch. I also love the scene, the narwhal scene, where he says, "Hi, buddy. Hope you're fine. Your dad." That is actually Jon Favreau's voice, if you didn't know. So there you go. That's great. I love the beginning scene where Buddy's in the classroom with the kids, and he's like 50 feet tall, and the little kids are like so tiny, and Buddy's just like this grown man in the classroom. All the scenes with the elves at the beginning is just really funny. I love when he's in the or the what is it called? The thing that goes around, I forgot the name of it. And the big, like when he's in New York and he's in that building and he's going around in that spinny thing. I forgot the name of it, but that is great. When he's eating the gum off of the railing, that's great. There's just so many great moments when he's jumping on the tree when they're trying to get the tree or the star on the top, and Michael's like, "How are we gonna get the star on top?" And then Buddy's like, "I got it." He literally jumps on the tree. Everything is just great. When Buddy sings, it's funny. The mailroom scene is awesome. Just like everything is just perfect. There's not a bad scene in this entire movie. It's just perfect. It's just really well paced, really well made, and it's really heartfelt. Like it's a great family movie. It's a great Christmas movie. It's gonna probably be a classic in give it about 5 years or so, 10 years, 15 years. It's gonna be a classic. People are gonna say, "Oh, you remember Elf? Oh yeah, I remember that. I watched that movie like 30 times. Like I've seen it probably 20 times. Um, it's just amazing. Elf is it's just it's just perfect. It's just really wonderful. It gives you that really good Christmassy cheer. Like it gives you that warm, fuzzy feeling that Christmas needs to give. And Elf is a well-rounded story. It's emotional, it's fun, it's funny, and it's great. So Elf gets a 10 out of 10. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just perfect. There's no flaws. Go see it if you haven't. It's just there's not more to say. Okay, there's not. You just need to go see it if you haven't. If you're looking for a Christmas movie that you haven't seen, Elf is obviously a must watch. So I have nothing more to say. Go see it. It is phenomenal. You will love it, or you might not. It's up to you. But let me know what you think of Elf. Have you seen it? How many times have you seen it? What's your favorite quote? What do you love about it? What don't you like about it? Let me know in the comments. Sorry, this one was a little bit short, but I got through everything. I've already said my case. It's perfect. Yeah. So that's it. Stay tuned for at least a couple more. I'm gonna try to squeeze in at least a couple more Christmas movie reviews before Christmas itself, so that'll be fun. Let me know what you think. Thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.